Before people say that this is fantasy, you can't use a dragon, I'm going to make a hybrid and have 13 contributors in total. First up, we have Hexagopteryx, which provides the base genome, providing the foundation for the body structure, robust skeleton, large wingspan, strong neck, and the broad skull. Next up is Jurassic World Dominion's Quetzalcoatlus, providing the wings and size. The massive wings from what we see in the movie and in this clip. From what we see in this clip right here, it's massive wings from it ripping apart the Fairchild C1119 Flyer box cart, which can have a wingspan of around 33.30 meters, giving my hybrid a massive wingspan of 30 meters, and the only Jurassic animal I will be using. Next up is Argentavis, providing air sacs, feathers, long legs, and size. Effective respiratory system, allowing it to stay in the air for long amounts of time. Next up, the Host Eagle, providing grip strength. Sizing up the claws for my creature, the black back claws can reach 30 centimeters. They are razor sharp and have a grip strength to punch outside of its weight class. Next up is Archaeopteryx, providing the tail, toothed beak, and strong ankles. A feathered tail for balanced flight, a toothed beak for gripping and tearing, and strong ankles for both terrestrial movement and for when it lands. Next up, Flying Fish, one of the 3 non-flying animals that I have, providing the pelvic fin wings, right here, these. The retractable pelvic fins have been modified and are located at the end of the tail. They are used for sharp turns and maneuverability in flight and assisting in sharp directional changes. Next up, the Greater False Vampire Bat provides teeth, claws, and echolocation. The teeth, which are going to switch in for the Archaeopteryx teeth, giving us much more razor-sharp teeth. People may say, why don't you use vampire bat DNA? Well, as much as Draculan would be fun, the Greater False Vampire Bat has both a larger thumb claw, and they have some of the best hearing of all bats. They don't just rely on echolocation, they use their hearing. And thanks to the size of my creature, the thumb claw would be around 96 centimeters. Next up, the Bombardier Beetle provides the spray chamber and the heat resistance. The spray chamber has been modified to inject boiling, noxious chemicals from its mouth. Given my hybrid's size, its spray temperature is around 1500 Celsius, but at a more comfortable temperature of 500 Celsius for its spray. The spray would not only burn, but also creating a scalding mist or pressure wave. The range is about 25 meters. Next up, the second of 3 non-flying creatures, the Beelzebub, provides pelvis and muscular hindrings. Reinforced pelvis and powerful hind limbs for explosive power help it take off and land with its heavy body without much damage, and to launch attacks or take off very quickly in combat. Next up, the Egyptian vulture, resistance to corpses, scavenging ability, and eyesight. The ability to resist toxic fumes and decaying corpses make my hybrid capable of scavenging and surviving, where Indom 2.0 might have been because of its immune system. It won't really be affect my creature. My hybrid also has 4 to 8 times better vision than a human, Might not be as good as vision as the Indom 2.0 because of the T-Rex DNA that it has, but we will enhance it with one of the next creatures. Next up, the crow, providing intelligence and the brain. The problem-solving skills of crows, they can remember people for several years. Even if my creature retreats once from an Indom 2.0, that's all it needs to remember and plan a strategy against it. Yes, it's not a very good strategy, but it will help it learn and eventually defeat one. And given the crows are one of the few animals that can use tools, one of those convenient sharpened metal poles might not be in the favor of the Indom 2.0 if it's used against it. Next up, we have Mega Neura. Enhanced aerial maneuverability and flight. The 360-degree vision, compound vision, allows it to basically have no blind spots, and thanks to the Egyptian vulture DNA, it will be able to see a lot further than a typical Meganeura would. It would also provide the lightning-fast neural response time, and thanks to the crow, it would be able to do that for its size. Ability for my hybrid to make a split-second decision while hunting or avoiding danger. And the final contributor, Japanese flying squid, providing head fins, suction cups, and ink defense. The head fins, which would be modified to be on the side of the neck, which provides aerial stability and control. These function like rudders, allowing my hybrid to make precise aerial adjustments, which are added. We are adding suction cups to the bottom of the feet, providing an even stronger grip and a nearly unbreakable one. Even if the Indom 2.0 somehow did get my creature off it, it would probably take flesh off of the Indom 2.0, which would not be nice. And the ink defense, which has been modified to shoot from its nostrils. It creates a thick dark gray smoke screen. The range is about 35 meters. It can only use one of the two spray mechanisms at a time. Now, time to meet Stella. Species Wyverness. Name meaning sharp-winged wyvern. Her size is 9.6 meters tall, a length of 19 meters, a wingspan of 30 meters. She weighs 2.5 tons, the largest flying creature that I know. And this is my creature that I entered into the hybrid war. I hope you like her. And yes, she can be ridden. Have a very lovely day. See you all later.